everyone, this is Engineer Roel Silipat. On this video, I will give you 7 tips on how you can finish your first marathon. These 7 steps is based on my experience as a runner. I did several marathons already, and I will tell you based on my experience what are those 7 steps. Okay? When I did my first marathon, I had a hard time, but I was able to finish it and complete it without any problem. Get your pen and paper ready, and please write it down because this will help you finish your first marathon. For those of you who wants to run in a marathon, this will be a good tips. So be ready and wait until the end, because the end I will give you the best tips that you could ever have from me. Okay, so before I give the 7 tips, I want to ask you a favor. Please like this video and please subscribe, and for those who are subscribed already, continue to subscribe. I promise you that you will learn a lot from me. Okay, thank you, and now let's move on. Okay, number 1 is be patient and consistent with your training. Make sure you set your goal. For example, if you want to run 6 miles one morning, okay, the next time you run, set your goal to increase your miles 1 to 2 miles. So you'll be ready. Set your mind and set your goal. That's the number 1. Be patient and be consistent with your training or preparation for your first marathon. It's very important. Try to increase the number of miles each time you run. That's really important. That's number 1 tip. Second tip, I'm so hyped. It's so cold here today. Even though it's sunny, it's cold. That's why I have a hat and jacket. So number 2, keep your enthusiasm high and give your body time to rest. You know, after a long run, your body needs to rest, and so that you can have more energy the next time you run. Running your first marathon is not really hard and complicated. You just need to have patience and give your body time to rest and heal, because it's a long run and you need to rest so that your body can recuperate from the energy you lost. So it's very important to give your body rest and be enthusiastic about it. Okay? You know that marathon is about 26.2 miles. It's a long run. So if you think about it, it will take time before you finish it. But please, number 3 rule is do not afraid to stop and walk and take a rest while you're running your first marathon. Do not be ashamed if you will stop and walk for a little bit. It's normal, because that's your first marathon, so you have to walk. And take your time. So that's number 3 rule. Do not be afraid to walk if you have to. No one will say anything to you if you're walking for a bit and catch up your breath. So do not be afraid to walk. Okay? That's number 3. Do not be afraid to walk if you have to. Be proud of yourself even though you are walking, because you are in the marathon, your first marathon. Okay? You have to be proud. It's a great accomplishment that you are in the marathon and you're trying to finish it. Maybe tap yourself in your back and be proud. You cannot, because this is your first marathon, you cannot expect that you can run the whole 26.2 miles completely. Alright, it's really simple. When you're tired, take a rest, walk a little bit, and then go on. Maybe you need to run 10 miles, walk for a little bit, and then run another 10 miles, then walk a little bit until you reach the finish line. Finishing your first marathon is a great accomplishment. So do not be afraid if you have to walk. Okay? Do not expect that your first marathon will be a world record, world-beating record. Okay? Because this is your first time. Believe it or not, it's a great accomplishment, and if you did it, then I'm so proud of you. Alright? Alright, number 4 tips is be persistent. Take one step at a time, like a turtle. You know, the turtle that beat the hare because he's persistent on running and completing the race. Be persistent. One step at a time. Be persistent, and you'll be able to finish your first marathon. Develop your ability. Act on it. Picture yourself finishing the finish line. So be persistent. That's number 4. Alright? Number 5 is get rid of your worry. Don't worry about anything. Absolutely. This is your first marathon. You're scared. You're worried that you're not gonna finish it. But don't worry about anything. You'll be able to finish it in no time. Just give your best shot. Give your best effort. Alright? Don't give up. Don't worry about anything. That's number 5. You know, when I did my first marathon, I was so worried. I was so afraid that I will not be able to finish it. But I finished it. So I get rid of my worry. I was so worried that I started the race and then I will not be able to finish. And people will laugh at me. So get rid that from your mind. Do not worry. Do not be afraid. Okay? That's number 5. Do not be afraid. Let go of your fear. Remove from your mind the idea that you will not finish the race. Alright? It's very important that your mind is clear, that you can finish your first marathon. Okay? Number 6. Be honest with yourself and relax. Okay? It's very important that you're honest with yourself. Relax. What do I mean by that? Meaning, because this is your first marathon, don't think that you'll run for a record-beating time. If you know that you can only do it for 5 hours or 6 hours, go with a pacer. Most of the time, the marathon organized that there are some pacer. For example, 5 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours. Go with them, run with them. If you think that you can finish the race, the marathon, within 5 hours, go with the pacer, run with them, and try to keep up with them. Okay, so that you are consistent with the time. But if you can do it for 6 hours, and honest with yourself that you can do it for 6 hours, and you're gonna go with the pacer which is 4 hours, then you cannot keep up and you'll lose your focus on finishing the race. Because believe it or not, when you run with a pacer whose time is 4 hours and you can only do it for 6, and you try to keep up with them, you'll get tired, you won't even finish it because you'll have a cramp, and next thing you know, your leg hurting and everything, and you cannot finish it. So be honest with yourself and relax. It's very good for your body. If you relax running, you're not tense. Get your body will be relaxed, and it's really good to run when your body is relaxed and honest with yourself. Make sure you listen to your body, not telling you I'm tired or what. And please, I beg you, do not run with a pacer that you cannot keep up with because you're not honest with yourself. Alright, you'll get tired so easily, and next thing you know, you will not be able to keep up, and then you will not be able to finish the race. So please be honest with yourself and relax your body. Alright? Just run with your pace. Alright? Run with your pace. It's really important. And lastly, number 7, very important, you must hydrate yourself very well during your training and your first marathon. It's very, very important that you hydrate yourself. The biggest mistake of those runners during their first marathon is that they were not hydrated enough to finish the race. So it's very important that you hydrate yourself. If you don't hydrate yourself very well, believe it or not, you will not be able to finish the race. You'll have a leg cramp, and you will sometimes pass out because your body needs some water. You need some electrolyte in your body. So make sure you hydrate yourself. Please take hydration very seriously. On the marathon, normally each station each mile they give you station aid where you can grab a water or a Gatorade. Take 1 or 2 and drink them. Hydrate yourself very well. Take it seriously. Hydrate yourself well enough. Believe it or not, you will not suffer a leg cramp if you hydrate yourself very well. Marathon is the most rewarding sports that I ever know. Sometimes people attended all over the world. I ran the Hamburg Marathon in Germany. There were about 54,000 runners, and I was so excited during that race, and I was able to finish that race without any problem. Believe it or not, people will respect you if you have finished the marathon, and you'll be proud. Great accomplishment. I'm so proud that I did it several times. I am so proud of those people who joined the marathon, and I have so much respect for them because it's a great accomplishment if you do finish your first marathon. Alright? So please listen to my 7 tips, follow it, and believe it or not, you'll be able to finish your first marathon. Good luck to your first marathon. I'm sure you'll finish it if you obey and follow my advice and tip to you. Alright? I'm so proud of you. By the way, I forgot to tell you that I am signed up to the Great American Race. It's about 2,586 miles running from California all the way here to North Carolina. So it's my goal, and I will do it and hopefully be able to finish it. They give you so much time to complete it, and I sign up for it. I hope you like this video. Please continue to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Engineer Ruel Silipat, and may God bless you all. Okay, so pray for me. Thank you once again, Engineer Ruel Silipat.